So, Laura, thank you so much for taking this time out your day to spend with me in the morning. Just for our viewers, Laura, can you just tell us where you're from and what you actually do in the business and the company you're
Yes,
from?
yeah, of course. So I'm from Martin and Co Southend, so we're based in Southern England. I'm from the property management department, so I'm head of property management. And currently there's a team, so we've got about 550 managed properties that we look after. Um, yeah.
Lovely. So, Laura, you currently use two of our VAs at the moment. I just want to let our viewers know, how long have you been using our services?
Yes, so we've been using yourselves for about 8 months now. Back in November 23, we started with Cleo. She focuses on the renewals part of the office. And it was working so well that we came back to yourselves. And then 4 months later, we've now got Anisha, who is with us on property management.
Ah, lovely. And what were some of the problems that you guys was facing that you thought that having a VA through us would actually help you to combat that and make your work more or less and get more out of it?
Yes, so obviously property management is quite hard anyway, finding the staff that one are knowledgeable, they're reliable, hardworking. So trying to find someone that can juggle all the different tasks involved and jump in between them. We struggled finding them in office. So with the VA, they're a lot more advanced. They can focus really on the admin. They get less interruptions because they're solely focusing on set tasks. So we just found that the productivity of what we were getting, not only are they really clued on and just amazing at their job, but they also helps at the fact that they are remote so that they don't get the interruptions that we would get. And yeah, just working on the processes. You don't need to, since COVID, you really don't need to be in the office. So that's the key point.
Yeah, that's true. We can find any position for you. The only thing the VA can't go out and obviously is do your viewings, but they can take care of everything for you. And just for my viewers' knowledge, how did you find our process from start to finish at Worldwide VA? This is from our very first call with you to find out your needs right till
Mm.
the end of placing that VA. How was that process for you? How did you find it?
Yeah, it was amazing. So obviously we came to you and said exactly what we were looking for. And then off you went and but you basically did everything we asked. You found exactly what we needed for our role. Um, we do find normally property management, we've used other sort of similar companies and they just weren't giving us what we needed. They were just finding random people and it just wasn't fitting in the role we required. So you literally ticked all the boxes when we had a series of interviews. And again, everyone in the interview it was actually really hard to decide who to go with, which is a good problem to have. But yeah, it was throughout the process. And obviously, even after Anisha and Cleo started, you're always checking in on us, making sure that both parties are happy and it's going as it should be. So yeah, it's been more than what was expected.
That's great to know. And the most important question of all is how has our VA services actually helped you? What are some of the changes in the business that you are now seeing after the VAs have joined you?
So definitely we're more efficient with our time. As I say, Anisha and Cleo just power through the day. They get the job done. The numbers, we were always chasing our tail a little bit. Whereas the last few months, we've actually been in a position to look at the business from another perspective and start growing the business in the areas that we've never even dreamt about doing before. And they've just given us the opportunity because they are so hardworking and they're so knowledgeable already. It's just going to continue to grow and allow us to grow as a business. And they're a key point of that growth.
Ah, that's great. And I remember on the very first call in November last year, when
Yeah.
Tony got on a call with me, I know you were a bit skeptical about having a VA all the way in South Africa, at
Yeah.
first. Now, what's your feelings about that?
Oh, amazing. So the time difference obviously doesn't really affect it. The fact that calls are still made, I say Anisha and Cleo are both really confident on the phone. They've got no sort of language barrier. There is literally no issue that we've found in terms of the fact that you're not in the office at all. It's been really good.
So if there's one key piece of advice you can give to other business owners with regards to Worldwide VA and the VA services that they offer, what piece of advice would you give to them?
Ensure that there's enough training in-house, as in that's coming from us. And as long as you give the right training and you give enough time over, like you would with any member of staff, it will work like a dream. So we use Anisha, we've got her on the screen all day. Not that we do training all day, but it's just nice that she's part of the team and always involved and she joins in our conversations. So it's not sort of excluding them. They're not a VA and out of sight, out of mind. They're very much a member of the office department and the team.
Perfect. And would you recommend our services to other businesses and why?
Yeah, 100%. So as I say, we've had two members of staff from yourself, and they've both been more than what we would expect in terms of them as a person. They're both lovely individuals, and the fact that they've brought what we needed from the business, which is just someone hardworking that can do the job. So yeah, definitely would recommend. And we're always looking at growing. So if there was ever an opportunity that we needed another VA, we would 100% come back.
Great. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Laura. Have yourself a lovely day.
You too. Thank you.